Hello and welcome to another StarCraft 2 editor tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the basics of actors and animations, but it's going to be a little different tutorial because I'm not just going to show you how to create this ability and you're going to follow me on this and that. This is going to be a more informative tutorial where I'm showing the different actors and animation properties that they have. So first of all, what's an actor? Well, an actor is imagine you have a CD with a game on it, and it's Call of Duty. You have the CD, you have the game, you have all the data that's on it, but you cannot play it. You cannot play the game, and you need something to play the game with, and that's gonna be a console or a computer or something. So you plug that in, you put that into your console or your computer, and you can play the game. And that's the same way that actors work. You need an actor to play the different animations that the models have. So that's basically what actors are. So let's go right into it. And let's say you want to create an explosion. So let's create a new model. Let's call this explosion, and go to suggest, generic, and let's find an explosion that's suitable for this. Explosion. Oh, that was fine. Yeah, this one. And so we're going to create an actor, and let's call this explosion as well. And change this from model to change it from action to model, and change this to an animation style one shot. Press OK, and let's go into the events. So let's say that you want this to play at an effect. So you say whenever an effect happens, let's say it's going to be a damage, biter weapon damage, and the start, you can just create it like this, because it has these animation properties set already as a default. So I know this explosion is a stand animation. It has a stand animation. I've checked it. And so what this does, it just goes over the different animations that if the actor has or the model has that animation. So it starts with the birth animation. It opens with that. Checks if it has it. If it doesn't have that, it'll go to the content, and it will play the stand animation, and it plays that animation because that's what it has. And when that's done, it will go to the death animation. And yeah, that's basically how it will work. And it will play this animation once. But let's say that you want to create something a little more advanced than that. Let's say you have an Archon, and you want to create that start animation, that birth animation that the Archon has when it merges together. Well, you cannot use these birth, stand, death animation as they are. You have to find out which different animations that the Archon has. And so, yeah, you are asking, where the hell do I find those? So let's cancel this and just delete this explosion. And you will go to all data here and go into the units, search for Archon, and click on the Archon, and scroll down till you find this model right here, the Archon's model. And let's go into the model right here, and to view the different animation properties that an Archon has, you click on this view in cutscene editor. So let's load it at first, and you can see that it will play this standard stand animation. So if you right click here down in this timeline here on the stand, you can see all the different animation properties that this Archon has. So if you select attack, it will play this animation in this cutscene editor. So that's just to check the different animation properties that your model has. So to to get that effect from the beginning, that start merging effect, we need to play these 3 animations: the stand work start, the stand work, and the stand work end. And we have to play that in this Archon's actor. So if we minimize this and go into the Archon's actor, let's go in here, and let's go into events, wherever that is. Events here. Double click that, add an event, call that. So let's say we want to play this animation when the unit is created. So at unit birth, we will play the animation. Choose animation bracket start to play these 3 animations that it had, and let's call it BSD. That's fine. So the opening was stand work start, I think, and the next one is just stand work, and in the closing it's stand work end. And this will play indefinitely if we just left it at this. So if we just find our Archon and place him here, he will just play this animation forever, and that's not what we want. So if we go into this event again, and we'll create a timer. So at unit birth, copy paste this one. We will create a timer set. Let's set it to 5 seconds. Let's call it A, just to have something to index the animation, or the timer, sorry. So at that point the animation will start, and it will go in 5 seconds. It will play in 5 seconds. And so if we copy paste this one, no, let's just copy paste it, and search for timer expired, and add a term. Go down, find timer name, and write A here, and search for animation bracket stop. So after these 5 seconds have passed, it will stop this stand work, that stand merge animation thing. So we press OK, and we watch this Archon come to life. And there he is. So if we create another one, this will happen to this guy. So this will happen every time that this Archon is created, also in the game. So that's a way you can use the actors, and you can use the animation properties in your actor. And also how to see the different animation, that it has. Wait a minute. The cutscene editor that the model has. So you can see right here, you can preview all the different animations in here. So that's very great tool to use, and to find the different animations that you need to use in your map. So that's that. And let's go and find something. What else are we gonna do? Let's say you want to attach an actor onto another actor. So in that way, or in that case, we can just go in here. Let's just delete all our Archons here, and let's just create a bag, a 10 slot bag. It's not a bag, but you get the idea. So what you can do is let's say you want to add some fire to that model, so it looks a little more dangerous or something. So delete Archon here, and let's add a model, say fire, and fire the fire medium it's called. So we have that, and we'll go into the actors and create an actor. Let's call that fire 2. And change the actor type to model and change the parent to a model addition. So it will add this model onto the other actor. That's pretty important that this field is selected. So press OK. And so whenever we create a bag, so let's search for bag in the actors here. Go into the 10 slot bag and go into events. So at unit birth, create a new event here. At unit birth, we will create and press actor here and choose your fire model. So as you can see on the screen now, we have added some fire to this bag or barrel or whatever that is. So you can do a lot of more complicated stuff with this. I know only the basics of this, so you can add it onto other models. But I know also how to attach them to, let's say, Zeratul sword or his blade. So let's play Zeratul. We can also add that fire to his blade. So if we search for Zeratul and go down, find him, event. No, here. And every time the unit is created, we will create this fire and attach it to him. But the fire is beneath him right now, and that's because we haven't made any attachment points. So what you're going to do is go into the actors tab here and find your fire model or fire actor, and you're gonna go into the host site operations, and here you can do a lot of stuff with attaching stuff to other stuff. So search for weapon, and so it will find the SOPs. I think that's something site operation attach weapon 00. So his weapon is weapon 00 on the model. So now when it's attached, when we have attached it on here, you can see that the fire is attached to his sword or blade. So that's another way you can use model additions to create some cool effects like this. What else can you do? Yeah, you can also rotate the models and stuff like that. But I'm not just, well, I can. Maybe it will rotate right now, I don't know. So let's say rotate, nope. Move by 4, maybe. Nope. Okay, I don't know how to rotate the actors, I'm sorry. Well, okay, so it moves in front of him by 4. Interesting. Let's just delete that. And the last thing I want to go over is a guy who asked about how do I make my models look like, or the Protoss building look like the ones in Legacy of the Void. That's pretty simple. You just change the model in here. So let's search for Nexus. Go into all data, and the model right now is just the regular Nexus. And just search for Nexus again, and you can find the Tal'Darim Nexus here, and place it on the map if you want to. And there you go, you have a Tal'Darim Nexus. But that's not the most or the best method to do that. If you want to have both the normal Nexus and the Tal'Darim Nexus, then you have to duplicate this unit, the entire unit and all that stuff. So, well, but that's up to you. So yeah, I hope you liked this tutorial. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions or any suggestions on future tutorials, and I'll see you next time.